What's up, guys? It's your boy Email Mentor back on the video. So every once in a blue moon, maybe like 3 times a year, I do on unpopular music opinions and just talk about what's going on in the industry and talk about some topics that I need to get off my chest and just put all into one video. So today I think that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe for about 20 minutes, we're gonna talk about some things that's been on my chest and some unpopular music opinions that I have developed over the past year or over some months or whatever. We're gonna talk about it. Excuse me. So let's start off with DDG, because I'm gonna he said something a couple of weeks ago, and I'm gonna talk about it, and then step into my opinion about how I feel about what he said and just the topic of that, and what that is giving. What is this not? So DDG, he's a rapper that started off of YouTube, and now he's in the industry. Now he's rapping. Um, let's talk about him and see. And I'm gonna tell you guys what he said. Um, this TV be freezing sometimes, child. Um, DDG. Okay. So, he still vlogs and stuff like that. He still does, uh, he still does, you know, he does vlogging, but he also is like a YouTuber as well. Um, let's get into DDG. So DDG was talking about on Instagram. I think it was on Twitter. He tweeted something. Oop, no, child. He tweeted something about how he feels like the new rappers that's out are better. They make better music and they're better than the rappers that came out before. Because he feels like right now in a time where rap is on top, he feels like right now hip hop is like the biggest genre, and he feels like hip hop is winning and hip hop is more in demand and stuff like that, and they're winning in this new era of hip hop. So he he feels like they're particularly better than rappers from before. And personally, to respond to that, DDG, you gotta be stopped. You guys are not better than the rappers that came out before. Um, like the rappers of like the '90s and the early 2000s. You guys are not better than them. Y'all make mediocre music. First of all, second of all, we're in a time where we're in a digital era where streamings count more. Now Billboard have even changed the rules where record sales, radio plays, how many radio plays you get a week or in a day counts as a sale, and that's how your position on the charts is even solidified and stuff like that. So you are not better than nobody. Like he's a decent rapper. For this type of time where people are actually not really rapping, he can spit. Like he's talented to a certain degree. He's not the best thing out, but he's not trash. Like he's decent. You know what I mean? Because I think people don't really respect him because he's a YouTube rapper. People feel like these rappers and artists on YouTube are not really that good, which leads into my next point. But I'm gonna get into that after. You know what I mean? So my unpopular opinion will be that the rappers nowadays are not better than the rappers before. The rappers before had it harder on them. They had to actually really rap and really, really do what they do to really prove themselves. Back then, when you was a superstar, you was a real superstar. You had to prove more. There wasn't a lot of like access, a lot of stuff around them to make them do what they do. They had to actually prove themselves and really prove why they had a spot solidified for them. Like it was a lot you had to prove to really showcase how good a rapper you was. Like you didn't have that much resources to really prevail and thrive in the industry. So you guys are not better than any rappers that came out. Better than Biggie, Tupac, Nas, Jay-Z, 50, Ja Rule, Eminem, DMX, the list goes on. Like you guys are not better than that. You're a little talented to a certain degree, but you're not better than nobody that came out before you or your peers in the industry right now. You know what I mean? But keep doing your thing, but I just don't think that. And I know some people probably agree with me, like, yeah, this is not an unpopular opinion. Obviously, they're not better than the people that came out before. He was just talking. He was just being delusional. But some people actually do believe that people who were born in this time And even in my times, they believe that because they feel like hip hop is leading right now. Like, it's like the new pop. Back in the days, in the 90s, R&B was leading. R&B was like the biggest thing. Hip hop, you had Biggie, you had Nas, and whatever, and Pac, and whatever. But R&B was still the biggest thing. And then early 2000s, R&B was still huge. And then late 2000s and early 2010s, pop was a big thing. Now hip hop is a big thing in the 2020s and late 2010s and stuff. So, but some people really do believe in that. So I just don't think that back then rap was better than the rap that's out now, for me personally. And that leads into my next point. About so like, are YouTube rappers or YouTube artists, are they trash? Should we totally disguise them or disregard them because they started off of YouTube? Because Queen Naija is very underrated, and people like to say, "Oh, she started off on YouTube. She's a YouTube artist." And no, baby got one album. She has one EP, and they're both really good. Let me try to go into her. This thing be freezing. It be pissing me off. Queen Naija is really talented. And I think she's really dope. Like, her two albums were really, really, really good. Or her EP, and then that album that she put out, her debut album, was really good. Let's find Queen. Okay, she's right there. This TV be freezing sometimes, so it's kind of hard to really do this. Okay, so Queen Naija is really talented. She's a dope artist. Her first EP that came out in 2018 was so good. The 5 songs, Bad Boy, Mama's Hands, Butterflies, Karma, and Medicine, was all bops. And then her last album she put out, her first album that she put out in 2020 during quarantine, was so good. I think it came out like in October or November or something like that. I think it was October, late October. Cause I think it came out when Positions came out. You know what I mean? She's very talented, and I think these YouTube rappers, or artists, they are talented to a certain degree. They do make great music. I think y'all just don't like their music because I think they started off YouTube. I think YouTube is just a platform that they started off because, that's the way for them to get fame. A lot of people started off of Love and Hip Hop, Bad Girls Club, other different platforms, and they started off of YouTube because they were talented to a certain degree, and that's how their fame came and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? I don't think we should shame them and say that they're not great artists, or we can give them a chance because they started off of YouTube. That wouldn't necessarily be fair. So I think YouTube artists should get a fair chance, and I don't think people should put them down because they started off of YouTube. And Queen is very underrated. Very underrated. She's very talented, and the industry is not picking her up. I don't know whether her label's not pushing her or what it is, but she's very talented. She deserves to be in the forefront. Like, that's an unpopular opinion. Queen is like sickening. You know what I mean? For the R&B girl, she has good music. And Hate Our Love with Big Sean, that really grew on me too, because I didn't really like that song first. It grew on me. I actually like that record a lot. So shout out to her. Her album, I love 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tears is rising high. I like I'm Her. I like Butterfly Part 2. I like the whole album. The album was really good. Say What You Mean. Dream. The Dream with Lucky Day. And what's the other one? The one with Russ. What would I do without you? Bad thing is I am you. Another person that's very underrated as well is Tink. Tink, is that her name? Tink, yeah, Tink. I love Tink. Tink is talented as God knows what. She don't get the push that she deserves, but she's very talented as well. Her last album came out, I think it was last year. Her album came out and I loved it. And then let me see if I can find the album I'm talking about. Right here, I think. Her last album came out I think last year, and it was really good. It was really, really good. I forget what it was called, but it was really good last year. The album she came out with last year was really, really good. One of my favorite R&B albums last year. Shout out to The Impressive. Gotta watch that video. And she dropped a song called Cater. I haven't even watched. I watched the video just because it was like an advertisement on YouTube or whatever. I haven't really actually clicked it or from her channel. I watched it from somebody else. My Let You's about. My Let You was on the album. That's the one with the Vito. That was a good song. I think my favorite song off of her album. But the song with 2 Chainz is called Cater. I think it just came out as a new single. I don't know whether it's 2 Chainz song or it's her record. But she ate that song up. Like, she really, and I think they sampled Let Me Cater to You. Na, 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 na. She sampled the Destiny Child song, and she really ate. And she's talented. She can sing. She kind of have a charisma. She can make a good visual. She looks really, really good. She's talented. She's not pushing R&B, but she's very, 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 very talented. So y'all definitely need to give her a chance. She's very underrated. That's my unpopular opinion. I think she's very underrated, and y'all ain't giving her a chance. She really is talented. So shout out to Tink. Y'all go show her support. And y'all know she's the one who sang I Just Want Somebody, Body. And she sampled Aaliyah 1 in a Million also too. So she's really talented. I had to shout her out in this musical topic and unpopular opinion video. All right. Let's get into Lil Baby. Cause I gotta be honest with people, cause I've been having this discussion a lot with people over the last few months or a year now or whatever. And we gotta be honest with ourselves. Lil Baby. I like Lil Baby. Like, I really do like Lil Baby personally. I like him. I think he's quiet. He's very unproblematic. He don't get into too much drama with people. Yeah, he had the Miko situation that happened and everything, but he's very quiet. He minds his business. He don't do a lot of like the drama stuff. The only thing I don't like about him is I don't like the fact how he, sometimes like he would indulge into stuff with girls and he would cheat on Jada and do some messy stuff, and then once he gets caught for her, he likes to act like people are just talking about him. He don't do nothing. Like, boy, you indulge into stuff with females, you cheat a lot, and then when you get exposed, you want to act like people like don't put yourself in a situation with thoughts if you feel like you don't want to get exposed. And I also don't like the fact that he kind of like, I don't know, I feel like he needs better like media training. I think he's quiet, he knows how to answer questions, but he's very like socially awkward, and not everybody's like a big like social person. I think he's more of like an introvert. He's very socially awkward. I think he needs to fix that, because if you want to reach celebrity status, you have to know how to be polarized when you go out to people and know how to like talk and stuff, and how to just be in public. Like, he just looking confused. But I don't know, I like Lil Baby, but I just feel like, my unpopular opinion, I don't think Lil Baby is that great of a rapper. He's not all that like what y'all make it seem like he is, and that's just what it is for me. I think he's talented to a certain degree, not a very high degree, but to a certain degree. But I don't think he's all that. Like, I feel like his fans and some people make him feel like he's so special because he worked with Jay-Z. I mean, not Jay-Z, with Drake. Well, Jay-Z got a co-sign from Jay-Z. He worked with Drake, Nicki, Kanye. So people just think he's like J. Cole. So they think he's so special. And to me, Lil Baby's not really a great rapper. I don't think he really can rap and spit like that. Like, he's definitely thriving and winning among the rappers that's out now. Like, he's definitely one of the ones that stand out, because he's something about him. I think I like the fact that he has a passion for the game and for rapping, but I don't think he's that talented. I don't think he's like, I like when he makes songs like Close Friends and what's the song? The Bigger Picture, Emotionally Scarred, like songs like that. He needs to get more into that back and showcase his talent for me to really fall in love with his music. I'm not really in love with everything. Like, the last 3 songs he's put out was trash. His album My Turn it had some decent songs, but overall the album was not like a great hip hop album. He's not really a rapper's rapper. He sounds like everybody else in the industry. He's just more, more focused, and his head's in the game, and he has a passion for it, but he's not really like that talented. Like, when people be like, oh, he's the new Drake of the generation, he's the new like Drake or Jay-Z or Wayne, I'm just like, what? Like, he's not even rap as good as them. His music is not even as top tier as them, even while he's in his prime. So I feel like the Lil Baby thing, y'all drag it too much. Y'all make him feel like he's so great. He's okay, nothing special. Like he's okay. Like he's just an okay rapper. Like he fits in the time that he's in right now, but he's not anything special yet. Like y'all overdo it. Like let him have time to grow and showcase himself before y'all can really just do all of the all like the extra stuff with him, because he's not all that to me, and it's no shade. But he's okay. I like him, but I'm not crazy about everything he's doing. Um, let's get into uh the it girls for, well, so the industry has this thing where they have an issue with ageism. Once you reach a certain type of age, they don't want you to be in the industry no more, or they don't support you, they don't back you. So they have a new list or a new thing where they have the it girls and the it boys of pop, R&B, and rap. So let's talk about it. So the it girls for pop music right now, um let me search up the pop music. Um, Not Pop Smoke. I say it's Pop Smoke, but not Pop Smoke. Um, the it girls for pop music right now. I don't know why this keep freezing. For pop music right now is okay. Yeah, so the it girls for pop music right now um is Ariana Grande, is Taylor Swift, is Olivia Rodrigo, is Dua Lipa, and is Billie Eilish. Those are like the five it girls, for pop music. These are the ones they're pushing, they're supporting, they're putting to the forefront. These are the girls that the industry really likes. These are the it girls of pop music. These are like the leading girls of pop music. For pop guys, it's Harry Styles, Justin Bieber, Ed Sheeran, Ed Sheeran, The Weeknd, and who was the other person that was? It was Ed Sheeran, Harry Styles, Justin Bieber, The Weeknd, and Lil Nas X. Cause Lil Nas X, to me, he's like a rapper, but he kind of like Doja Cat, kind of dibble and dabble into like the pop thing. But I guess they consider him a pop star more of than a rapper. So he's more comparable to like Justin Bieber, The Weeknd, Ed Sheeran, and Harry Styles. These are the leading boys of pop, male pop right now. Okay, then female rappers. The leading girls of female rappers are, according to the industry, is Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Doja Cat, Lotto, and Sweetie to a certain degree, but Sweetie's not really thriving, but I guess she's considered an it girl. She's like the fifth it girl of the industry, so I guess they're pushing her and supporting her. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. So you know what I mean? They're pushing Sweetie, and she's getting all the endorsement deals. She's getting a lot of awards that she don't even deserve. But these are the it girls of female rap. Now male rap. Now for the male rap, the it boys of male rap are Lil Durk, Lil Baby, Drake. Because even though Drake is older and he's been in the game forever, but Drake is still in it. He's Jewish. He has a good relationship with the industry, and he's signing all these deals, and but the leading people for the male rap right now is Durk, Drake, Lil Baby, Jack Harlow, and Jack Harlow, Drake, Lil Baby, Lil Durk, and I think they said it was Gunna, because Gunna's thriving right now, and they want to push Gunna really, far, and that's why I'm just like, But I think Post Malone too is still an it boy. It's just he haven't really been current, so like the new list of like the it boys, but Post Malone is up there too with the male rappers too. These are the 6 for male rap. And then for R&B girls, the it girls for the R&B girls are damn, I haven't even got nowhere yet. The R&B it girls are SZA, Summer Walker, and Jasmine Sullivan. Even though she's not really like top tier, like Billboard, chart positions, but she still gets a lot of awards, and she gets nominated for a lot for, especially this last album this past year. And she got 2 Grammys or 3 Grammys. Like she's really, and she's winning. She's just not on the charts every 5 seconds. That's the only thing with her. But she's still winning. They want to make money long in that list, but she has to prove a lot. So she's not there yet. But it's Jasmine, it's Summer, and it's SZA. Okay, and then the R&B it boys, it's Lucky Day, Giveon, and Lucky Day, Giveon, and it's still Chris Brown, because they can't find that third R&B boy to really thrive. And even though Chris Brown is flopping more than anybody else, but you know what I mean, they still can't find somebody else to really have that third spot. So it's really Giveon, Lucky Day, but Chris Brown can still have that spot because they need like a third person. They need like 3 or more to call it girls, it boys. Now let's get into Olivia Rodrigo, because my unpopular opinion about Olivia Rodrigo is I don't think she's all that. I think she has an industry push because she's young and pop, and she's from Disney. She has like a Disney backing or whatever. But I don't think Olivia Rodrigo is really that sickening. Like, I feel like her music is okay. I respect her. I think she's talented to a certain degree because she does write a lot of her music, and she's really passionate about this. But I think her music is just normal. I think she's like a decent artist. Like, she's reminiscent of like a mini Taylor Swift and a mini Avril Lavigne, or I don't know. Like, she's nothing special to me. I think her writing skills are amazing, and she's talented to a certain degree, and she can hold a note. But her music is not better than Dua Lipa's. It's not even better than Billie Eilish when Billie Eilish was like her, because Billie Eilish's last album, I don't know how I feel about it, but her first album was really, really good. And Olivia Rodrigo don't even take that from me. I don't feel like her music is even as good as Billie Eilish's first album. Anything that Dua Lipa's been putting out recently, I don't think she's better than anything that Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande has put out. Like, I think she's just an okay, decent artist, but I feel like she's gassed a lot too. And she's not all that. My unpopular opinion, she's just okay. She's not all that either. But she can sing, she can hold a note, she can write. So it's no shade. But it's really nothing like to really gag over, really just be like, oh my god, like Olivia Rodrigo, like she's cool. But I understand why she is in a predicament that she's in. Or like, not predicament, but like the status that she's in, the caliber or whatever, because the Disney backing, white, let's get into Jack Harlow, because we gotta talk about Jack Harlow for a quick second. Is Jack Harlow all that? Is Jack Harlow worth all the attention? Is he overhyped? Let's talk about that. Let's answer that question. In my unpopular opinion, I feel like Jack Harlow is talented, and I feel like the hype is kind of worth it, if you ask me. I'm all about talent. I'm all about talent and, what you bring to the table. And Jack Harlow is really talented to me. I think he makes great music. It's a little boring to a certain degree because, like I said in my last video that I did about his album, there's this thing in hip hop right now where they want you to be very, trappy, and you have to make a certain type of music to fit the aesthetics of, whatever. But he could rap, he's talented, he makes decent music. He has a push, he's white, he's privileged, yeah, but he's talented, he makes decent music. It's boring because it's not typical trap, and sometimes people don't know, people really be lost in what he be talking about sometimes. But I don't think he's the best thing that's out right now, but he's talented. He's talented. I think he deserves to be where he's at. And of course, he's white, so he's gonna have a push. But he's talented to me. Like, I think in my unpopular opinion, I think Jack Harlow's hype is deserving. He's talented. You know, he has to prove himself to be the next Eminem or Drake, because I think they're trying to make him the next Eminem or Drake. But he's talented though, to a certain degree, to a high degree actually. He's very talented, and I think he deserves to have the spot that he has, and you know where he's at right now with his career and everything. I think he makes good music. His last album was, to me, was decent. It was a little boring sometimes at certain points, and sometimes I got a little bit lost on what he was talking about. But he could rap, he could spit. He's talented. He's polarizing. He's unproblematic. So why not push him? You know what I mean? Like, I understand why the industry's pushing him. I think his talent is deserving, if you ask me. Also, let me just say this, because let me just add this in here, because this is not only just about unpopular opinions. This is a mixed video, so this is not just. I know you're probably confused, like, oh, it's an unpopular opinion. It's also a discussion about the music industry right now, and what I think about certain artists and stuff. The Weeknd. Y'all slept on not After Hours. The Don FM is a great album. Very good album, very decent, very 80s synth pop, disco reminiscent, very amazing, well put together. Picked the right people to put on the album. A great album. I think y'all want The Weeknd to go back into R&B, drugs, sad stuff. The Weeknd's not in that place in his life right now. He's a pop star. He's thriving in pop music with a little bit of an R&B influence. Like, he makes decent music, and the music he put out is not that bad. I think y'all just don't want to see him, you know, be on his pop star stuff and really just put out stadium music. I think y'all just want to hear him make the music for the urban community, and he's not. He did that for the first part of his career. He's in a different space right now in his life, and he's not really to thrive in that. So I mean, I don't know, but the album's really great, and y'all slept on Don FM. It's a great album, one of my favorite albums that came out this year by far. Like, he really put his heart and soul into that album. It's amazing. Like, y'all just sleeping on The Weeknd. The Weeknd is really one of the greatest pop stars as well. Like, he's just amazing, very talented, very polarizing, just makes great music. Like, after the last two albums, my respect for him has went up very high for him. And like, I consider him almost like a stand of The Weeknd and what he really puts on the music and just everything. He's just talented and amazing. So shout out to The Weeknd for that. Now, what else we gotta get into? Let me just get into it real quick. I think, the music industry also is very, they're very, I don't know. I feel like they got so easy with this new artist. These new artists really ain't that talented. They really can't sell. They're really not that great and polarizing as musicians and people. And I feel like they try to make everything so soft and easy for them. That's why they're changing rules every week. And they're still not thriving. They're still not winning. Like, don't compare these mediocre artists to the greats. They're not even selling and putting out numbers and making music as great as them, even when they make everything easy for them. You know what I mean? Because like, the great artists like Taylor Swift and Nicki Minaj fought for streaming rights for these girls and these boys to thrive, and these are the artists that they compare these trash artists to. And they, even with everything that they getting in this era where they're thriving, they're still not even outselling the great artists with everything that they're doing for them. Every week, Billboard changing rules. The industry has just gotten so bad. Rap is so sad. Like, everything just sounds so trash to me. People are not really putting their heart and soul into putting out great music anymore. It's only a few people left with us that's really putting out great music, and I'm just over it. So I don't know. Okay. So I just feel like the industry have took a decline for me, and I'm just not really here for it. For me personally. Okay, so let's talk about why is this not? Let's talk about Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is the king of rap of this generation. I know it was Biggie and Pac before, and Jay-Z for the last generation, but this generation is Kendrick and J. Cole. But Kendrick Lamar is the king of rap right now. Kendrick Lamar is the king of rap. And when this album comes out, right? And when this album comes out, and this album is the best thing. If this album comes out and it's the best hip hop album that comes out this year, and it does all the big numbers, it had the biggest streaming and sales the first week, and it really is so good. That top 5 spot has to be re-edited, and Kendrick gonna be in the top 5. Because for me, the top 5 rappers of all time for me is, for me personally, not my personal favorite, but just not being biased and just being honest, I think is Pac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Eminem, and Nas. Eminem and Nas, I think the 4th and 5th spot, they kind of, to me, I don't know how to put it in it. I feel like, I don't know, however you want to do it, but the first 3 is solidified. Eminem and Nas is definitely top 5, but like, I just think however you want to put the 4th and 5th, but I think Eminem might have to come down and Kendrick might have to go there. Or, I don't know, somebody's coming down from that top 5, because Kendrick is sickening. Like, this new song he came out with was just so good. It's not even his best work, but it's the fact that it just sounds better than, it just sounds so good, because a lot of the music that's been coming out now is very lackluster and not that great, and the fact that this came out just blew people's mind away, and this is not even his best work. And I just think the music Kendrick has no miss. Kendrick is 4 out of 4. Even the EPs and the mixtape he's put out before his Section 80 album was amazing. Like, he haven't missed. This man makes great music, timeless music, great bars, great double entendres, like sickening stuff, make you think about stuff. You have to listen to his songs like 30 times to get certain things. You know what I mean? Like, and that's only Jay-Z and Pac, you know, do that, and Biggie and stuff. So like, Kendrick is top 5 for me. If this album comes out and it's like more than an 8 out of 10 for me, he's top 5. I'm gonna run around saying he's top 5, and he's definitely my favorite rapper of all time. He just took the spot for me. Like, I really love Kendrick. I'm so happy he's coming back this Friday, and he dropped The Heart Part 5, which is so good and so sickening. So shout out to that for me. I had to throw that in here, because I know that's probably an unpopular opinion, but he's top 5, or will soon be top 5. Let's get into J. Cole quickly too. Y'all play with J. Cole. Y'all gotta stop playing with J. Cole. Is J. Cole boring? In my own popular opinion, he's not. I feel like, again, y'all want people to make mediocre music and make trash music, and J. Cole's not in that space. Since he came out in the game, he's been hungry. He's been putting out great music. He never let whatever's going out, you know, put a decline on what he has to talk about. He don't let the industry and change of music. You know, he works with everybody and gives everybody a chance, like Nicki and Drake and Kanye, but he's still gonna rap and give you bars. Like, that's just J. Cole. And J. Cole's not boring. He might not be for everybody else, but he makes great music that really speaks to the soul. He's amazing. He's definitely right now in the industry, besides Kendrick, he's the 2nd best rapper of all time, or at least for the generation. At least for us, I think Kendrick is J. Cole. Like, J. Cole is amazing, and I feel like when J. Cole goes, the game's gonna miss him. You see how Kendrick, it took 5 years and people was missing him. People was getting worried. People are missing Rihanna. People are missing Beyonce. People miss Nicki when Nicki took that 5 months break. Like, because these artists are great artists that y'all don't put respect on. And J. Cole is talented and amazing, and y'all just trash him a lot because he's not your typical rapper. He's amazing. Amazing body of work. Great music. Talented as God knows what. So y'all need to stop putting some respect on J. Cole's name and really give him his flowers and his credit, because he's sickening. And there's really no discussion about that. Let's get into it. So Lil Durk. Let's talk about Lil Durk real quickly. Lil Durk. Is Lil Durk all that? Oh, not B.I. and J. Cole. Come in here, child. What is going on? Oh, now I guess my TV want to come on now, because my, you know, shout out to whatever shows on TNT or movie on TNT. Shout out to that. Y'all, thank y'all for watching. It's a little ghetto over here, but we definitely get into some things over here too, so get used to it. But yeah, Lil Durk. Durk. Lil Durk's not all that. Lil Durk's fans are very delusional. Hold on, let me get into this. Lil Durk fans are very delusional. He's not all that. He definitely can't rap. He don't really be rapping to me. He definitely just be trying to sing and harmonize, and he sounds really awful. His music's not that great. He's not all that. Like y'all be dragging it with Little Dirk. Y'all act like he's some type of sickening guru. Like he's not even better than Baby. Like he's really just okay. Like y'all just really be dragging it. Y'all be doing too much with Dirk. And something about Dirk is very conniving. I don't trust him. I don't know. I don't like him like that. I don't hate him, but I don't like him. I just feel like he just does stuff low key, but then act like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care for Dirk like that. He's not all that to me. Y'all be delusional as Lil Dirk fans. Y'all need to definitely step it up and tell him to step up his pen and make better music and start rapping, because what he's doing is not really anything for us to really be gagging over. Like, he's okay. Like, he's not even okay. He's trash. Lil Baby's okay. Like, Dirk is actually trash. And it's no shade. Like, I really don't. I don't know. Moving right along though. SZA. Y'all tell SZA to stop stalling this album. I love SZA. That's my favorite girl in R&B right now. Y'all know I love Brandy, Mary J. Blige, Mariah Carey, Toni Braxton, Faye Evans. Y'all know I like those people. Those are my girls. I respect Whitney. But Aaliyah. But I don't know. Like, I feel like SZA. I think SZA just knows that her first album was so good that I think she's throwing this album because she don't know how to top it. Cause this album should have been out. It's been probably like next month will make it 5 years. Like, we need an album by the summertime, SZA. Like, I understand that you want to really top this album, and it's not gonna rush greatness because Kendrick's just coming out and it's been 5 years too. But we really need you to really. But I think TDE people, they really make great music, and they're really sickening within their artistry, whether they're singers or they're rappers like Zachary and what's his name, Isaiah Rashad and Dochi. All of them, they're so sickening. So I think they take the time to put out great music because they want to make great music that really sticks with them. Because Control's one of the best R&B albums that came out over the last decade. Like, it's really, really good. And so I think SZA don't know how to really, like, I don't know. I think she's just stalling it because she wants to perfect it and make sure it's as good or it can be compared to her first one. Because, second album, sophomore album is always the thing where it solidify your spot in the game. I don't know. And a lot of these artists nowadays, they rush their music. They don't really take time to put out their music, and that's why, things go the way it goes. But yeah, I don't know. I think she's stalling a little bit, but we shall see this summer. Hopefully, she puts out an album and we see how good it is. But I think she just don't know how to top this album. I don't know, but she makes good music. Cause like, I Hate You, Hit Different, and Good Days are all great R&B songs. And I Hate You really showcase her vocals. And Good Days is one of the best R&B songs that came out in a long time as well too. So shout out to her. Let's talk about Doechii. Doechii is sickening. Doechii is sickening. She's very talented, and she definitely deserves to be among the conversation with the female rappers. Like, she can rap better than Sweetie, Megan, Cardi, Lotto, even Doja Cat. She can out-rap Doja Cat. Like, she's really talented. Like, she's really on some talented stuff. Like, she's really good. Like, no shade, she's really, really good. She really can rap. She can even sing. Like, she really is talented. Like, Crazy is a bop. Persuasive is out of here. Like, that song is just sickening. Like, her visuals, her charisma. Like, she's like a mini Doja Cat, Missy, Azealia Banks. I want to see her do a song with like Young Baby Tay and Doja and Missy. She had a song with Missy already, but I wanted like a better collab, like maybe for her album or something. Like, TDE really picked. They know what they was doing with this one. She's very talented, and watch it. Doja's gonna be the next big thing around the block in some time. So give it time. Like, she really is talented. Go support her. Go show her some love. I've been listening to her a lot. I love her music. Like, I listen to the Yucky Blucky Fruit stuff. What's the song she got? I love Persuasive. Persuasive is my song. Yucky Blucky Fruitcake. She got Girls. That's really where she's singing and she's really rapping. I love that. You can definitely hear Nicki and Missy and Azealia Banks' influence on her. Spooky Cooch. It's a good song too. She's really talented. The song with Isaiah Rashad is really she's really, really, really good. Azealia Banks missed an opportunity to hop on that song with Doechii, the Crazy remix. That would have went crazy. And let's just go into Azealia Banks. Azealia Banks, the problem with her, she's a great artist. She's very talented, but her mouth is what puts her in trouble, and that's why she's not really thriving in the industry. And she's her own problem because she's very talented, very amazing, makes great music, but she just don't know how to close her mouth, and she don't know how to be silent and just go with the flow, and she's just so problematic, and that's why she's not thriving and winning. So I don't know about her, but I don't know. But she is really talented though. She's a talented girl. She just don't know how to close her mouth. That is her problem. But Dochi's sickening. Y'all show Dochi some love. I've definitely been promoting her everywhere I go. I love Dochi. Let's go to Cardi B. Can y'all stop comparing Cardi B to Nicki Minaj? She's not Nicki Minaj. I don't care how many plaques she got. I don't care how many awards she gets, diamonds, how many hit singles she has. She's a hit maker. She can make a hit, and she knows how to get people talking. She has the hit machine. Whatever. I'm not gonna deny that. Her videos be decent. But Cardi B is not Nicki Minaj. She cannot rap as good as her. She don't have a fan base like her. She's not as talented as her. She don't have enough, like, even hits is not even compared to Nicki yet. Like, she's nothing compared to Nicki. She's cool, but she's not talented. She don't really belong here. She's a culture vulture. She's very annoying. And, she's cool, but I just don't care. Don't compare her to Nicki. She's not Nicki. She's not the queen of rap. She's in her prime, and she's winning because the industry's pushing her, and she's in her prime. When you're in your prime, you win. Right now, Katy Perry and Gaga is not the leading girls in pop. It's Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift has been around for a long time, too, but she's still winning because she has an industry pool. It's Dua Lipa, it's Ariana Grande, it's Olivia Rodrigo, it's Billie Eilish. These are Lizzo's winning. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Like, but Cardi B is not Nicki Minaj. So y'all need to stop comparing her to Nicki Minaj. She'll never ever be Nicki. I don't care how many diamond plaques she has. She's not Nicki Minaj. So y'all gotta stop with that. NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy, his fans are delusional as well too. They're psychotic and they need help. This man, nothing special either. He has potential to be a great artist, but he's just yells like I don't know. I don't see why. I respect the fact that he's independent and he's very thriving, even independently, and his fan base is really supporting him, and because he's blackballed basically and stuff like that. But he's not anything that y'all make it seem like he is either. He's not really rapping as good. He's not really that talented. He's just here and just troublemaker. I don't know. I don't really care for him like that. And it's like y'all just do too much with YoungBoy. Like, his fans are very annoying. Y'all do a lot. He's trash. He's not really that great. I don't see the hype with him either, but y'all really can have it. I don't know. I don't see the hype with him. I don't really care. I don't know. So, like, what are we doing with Big YoungBoy? Because it's too much. Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X, I like Lil Nas X. I think Lil Nas X is talented to a certain degree. I think he makes decent music. He's a hit maker. I'm really mad that he didn't really promote more songs off of his last album. Off of this album, what was it called? Montero. He didn't really promote a lot of songs off of Montero. I think Scoop should have been a single. Scoop was a good song with Doja Cat. Even the song with Megan Thee Stallion was a good song too. He didn't really promote that as well. That Right Now got a Grammy performance, but it wasn't really even a big record. You know what I mean? I feel like he moved on too quickly because now I heard he's trying to put out some new music. Because he got a new album coming out. He got something with YoungBoy and Santana, and stuff like that. And he's coming with some new music. He's been teasing new songs and stuff like that. So I don't know. I guess he's not really ready to. I guess he's ready to move on from this album. But I think Scoop should have been in the next single. Scoop is a good song. I really like Scoop. I like Data Sign Slime. That Right Now could have been a single as well. Even the one with Elton John. I like this. I don't like that. Do this here. Don't you do that. Say you wanted me. Say you wanted me. Yeah, yeah. I like that song too. His album was really good. He's talented to a certain degree. He makes good music. I think people just don't care for him because he's gay, and people try to don't you want to give him a try. But he's talented. He makes good music. To me, at least. Who else before we end this video? Because this is just a topic and an unpopular opinion. Dua Lipa is sickening. She makes great music, and her next album, I'm really waiting to see what happens with her. I really like her music a lot. I think Future Nostalgia was such a great album, and just very great. She makes great she makes good music. Like I really like her a lot, honestly. Like and I love seeing her diving on the Future Nostalgia tour and stuff like that. Like she's very talented and stuff. And she ate that Megan Thee Stallion song, Sweetest Pie. She's the reason why I even listened to that song, because Megan's verse in that was so trash. But Dua Lipa is sickening, and I love Dua Lipa, and y'all need to definitely stop putting some respect on her name because she makes great music. The only thing I would say, Dua Lipa, is stay out of the lawsuits. You know what I mean? I don't know. The lawsuits are eating you up. But she's really good. Now Megan Thee Stallion. Is Megan Thee Stallion a hate train? And is her music still good as it was once before? No and no. Megan Thee Stallion is not in the hate train, and Megan Thee Stallion is not she's not making the music that she was making before. It's not that great. No shade. Megan Thee Stallion, to me, I think a hate train to me is when people in the industry, like corporate giants, executives, are stopping your bags, and you not thriving, you're blackball, and you can't go anywhere. Everything you do, the industry trying to stop you and spread narratives about you and stuff. I think a GP hate. Every artist gets a GP hate. Beyonce gets GP hate. Rihanna gets GP hate. Nicki gets, like, you know what I mean? Like Cardi, they all do it. Like, you know what I mean? They all get hate from general public. I think with Megan Thee Stallion, I think it's just people don't believe her with the whole Tory Lanez situation, and I think GP just don't like her because, you know, I don't know, but I think she still is likable. I think people still do like her. She has a little fan base. They're not a lot, but they're a little bit, and I think the industry, she's one of the industry it girls for female rap and rap in general, and even just artists across the board. Like, you know what I mean? She's thriving. She's under Jay-Z and Beyonce. She's winning, like, you know what I mean? Like, and even in that case, she's gonna win it because of sympathy. Of course, I think she has a sympathy train. I don't think she has a hate train. You know what I mean? Like, people just get lost. And then the music is not that great. The bars is not that great anymore. She's talented, but the bars is not there no more. The music is nothing but pum pum shorts, you know, booty shaking type of music. Nothing uplifting. Nothing, like, your mom passed away. Talk about your mom. Talk about your life. Talk about you and party. Stop talking about just sexual and so much stop chasing music. I don't know. Like, I'm just over it. The bars is the same topics. The flows don't change. And I don't know. I'm just not really into all the antics with you. And then now, like, since you got that Cardi B collaboration, you have lost your damn mind, Megan Thee Stallion. I'm not really sold with you no more like that. I just think the music is very lackluster. And you need to improve. Plan B was okay, but even with that was you still was talking about your cooch and stuff like that. I don't know. I just wasn't really impressed with that. I think that's it. I'm gonna stop here. If I have any more, I might do a part 2, maybe. But I think this is it. I don't know. I just feel I've been feeling like this about certain topics like that for a very long time. Drake and Doja Cat don't go to the Met Gala a lot because they're Jewish and they don't have to do their symbolism. So that y'all know that. Y'all should know that. Gunna and Young Thug, I feel bad for y'all. Are y'all done? I don't know. Gunna don't have any. He's still innocent right now, but he is in a gang that's affiliated with that, and he's always around Thug. So I don't know. Thug, I don't know, man. You messed up. I don't know. Should never engage in stuff like that, bro. But wish everybody the best. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share if you care. If I think about anything else, I'm gonna come back and I gotta get to this before I leave. Katy Perry. Why y'all playing with Katy Perry like that? The industry. Why y'all not supporting my girl no more? Like, is it because of ageism? Is it because she's too old? And I want to support her. Like, I love Katy Perry. Katy Perry, in a time when I was in elementary school, Katy Perry was the biggest thing out. Like, that album, Teenage Dream, was huge. Like we're talking about like 5 number ones, like big hit records. Like, she was a problem back in like 08, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Like, she was really huge. I don't know what happened after that. But Katy Perry is so talented. I still really love her. I think she makes great music, and I'm just really sad that she, not really getting any type of attention. It's so really sad. I really love Katy Perry. That was really my girl back then. So you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just sad that our like faves, like Nicki and Katy and Gaga and Beyonce and Rihanna, and Wayne, and all these Usher, Chris Brown, they're all kind of just fading out now, in a way. Some of them have a fan base that's gonna hold them down no matter what, but they're not the same no more. We're in like a time of a Cardi B, a Megan Thee Stallion, a Doja Cat, Olivia Rodrigo, a Dua Lipa. Yeah, I like some of them, but you know what I mean with Billie Eilish. We're not in the times of the Katy Perry, the Beyonce, the Gagas, the Rihanna, the Drakes. Well, Drake is still thriving. The Waynes, you know what I mean? The Usher, the Chris Brown, the Kesha, the Neos, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just unfortunate, but man, y'all make sure to like, subscribe, and share if you care. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.